Welcome back, Helldivers, to a brand new news update, and we have just had some big news come through today about a giant fix which is actually happening. And also, we have other news on an Xbox release for the game, so I'm going to be covering everything in today's video. If you guys do enjoy these news updates, please make sure to leave a like on today's video and consider subscribing, as I'm on my road to 250,000 subscribers. I can't believe we're 2,000 away, guys. It's an amazing feeling. So thank you guys so much for supporting, and let's just dive straight in with today's news. Now, if you don't know what was going on and what is about to be fixed in a new update tomorrow, is they said, "Good morning, Helldivers. During the ongoing attack on Vernon Wells, the automaton horde have managed to knock out long-range communication arrays, allowing us to track our forces across the galaxy. This means that unfortunately we'll be unable to provide updates to liberation percentages and ongoing galactic war progress for the foreseeable future." Now, when we saw this, we were like, what? The foreseeable future? Like, what is this? Like, that sounds bad, right? And then they said, Super Earth High Command have dispatched an expert engineering team under the protection of our Helldivers to repair these arrays as soon as possible. In the meantime, errors and incomplete data may be displayed on the destroyer systems, and tracking software continue the fight. Now, we all thought, you know, this could be weeks. I mean, for the foreseeable future, that just sounds awful. I just don't even know like what was going on. And then this morning we had a message from Twinbeard, who works at Arrowhead, saying, "Helldivers, the galactic war and liberation process is up and running again. We're awaiting possibly more detailed information, but for now we have a go for liberation." So by the looks of things, guys, it looks really good. I mean, if you've tested it out, please let me know what it's like. If it's actually, because normally they release a patch, so we should have a patch tomorrow around 10 a.m. That's UK time, and I thought it was going to be coming with that, but I mean, apparently it seems to be up and running again. So you guys will have to let me know what is going on, and yeah, that's fantastic news, and I thought I would just share it with you guys this morning with your daily Helldivers news. Anyway, now it's time to move on to a rumor that's been going around, and I've seen lots of other YouTubers covering it. I've seen lots of other news articles covering it, and it's about popular PlayStation console exclusive maybe coming to Xbox. And yeah, so a recent claim from an insider suggests that Helldivers 2, one of 2024's biggest PlayStation exclusives, could make its way to Xbox someday. Now, this is obviously, you know, I don't know how long we're going to be looking into the future with. I mean, whenever there's been, I mean, I've covered a lot of Xbox games in the past, and exclusives on Xbox, sometimes it could take, I mean, like let's say Ark. I've covered Ark for a long time. That didn't come to PlayStation for like another year or maybe even two afterwards. But I mean, it's so successful, you would think that, I don't know what type of contract they've got with Sony, but they say, given that Sony Interactive Entertainment is the publisher of Helldivers 2, the release of an alleged Xbox port would mark a major shift in strategy for the console manufacturer. It's no understatement to say that Helldivers 2 has been a breakout hit for Sony so far, with the game constantly topping sales on the charts for PS5 and PC. So yeah, and then they say obviously it's been fantastic success. After all, yeah, and then they say the point of consideration has left many to wonder if Sony might be willing to bring Helldivers to Xbox someday. Despite the chance of this normally being very unlikely, this new report indicates that there may be some hope for Xbox fans looking to play Arrowhead's hit shooter on their preferred platform. So on the latest episode of the Xbox Era podcast, notable insider Nick claims that he's heard very, very early discussions about the possibility of Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox, with the new interim CEO recently taking charge of Sony. Nick suggests that the PlayStation executive may be a little bit more open to experimenting with aggressive multi-platform strategies. Although Nick states that it would make sense for Sony to put this PlayStation game on Xbox console, he reminds fans to take this information with a big dose of salt. It doesn't mean it's coming for sure. I just said that there's very early discussions about it. It could all fall to pieces, and they may not come to an agreement on something. Now, I think that is absolutely insane. I mean, it would be a huge change in things. And I've always been someone, now I don't want to get hate for this because I know there's always the console wars out there and stuff, but I've always been someone that wants to bring everyone together, especially within a game like Helldivers. I've always, like, you know, we want more Helldivers on the battlegrounds, right, to help. I mean, we usually sort of average like 200 and something thousand on PC, and then I don't know what the player count is on PlayStation because you can't get those exact numbers, but like you bring then the Xbox players along and we're all fighting together, and I've always just thought that that's the best way that gaming can go in the future. I remember growing up as a kid and it would always be, oh, PlayStation's better, Xbox is better, and it still goes on to this day. And I just think the best future possible for all of us would be if we all came together. Now, again, as I said, many people may disagree with that because they love the console battle, but I personally think the brightest future for all of us would be all coming together. And you know, you guys probably had the same thing as me growing up, or you know, you've had a bunch of friends that play on PlayStation, a bunch of friends that play on Xbox, and you've just been like talking to each other about things, saying, you know, like, oh, what did you do today? Oh yeah, this is so good, that's so good, but you're on Xbox, right? But you're on PlayStation, right? And you can never have that true experience together. And when cross-play between like PlayStation and Xbox started to come in a little bit more, it just gave that more freedom to be like, oh, he's on PlayStation, or oh, he's on Xbox and he can come and join us. And I just think it's like such a nice thing. And if this could happen with Helldivers, I think that would be a game like changing thing for the industry, and I would be really excited for the prospect of this happening. Now, again, as we've said, you know, 5 years ago the idea of Sony releasing games on anything other than its own platform was unimaginable, but nowadays it's constantly launching most of its former PlayStation exclusives on PC. As unlikely as it may seem now, there is a small chance that one day Helldivers 2 may release on Xbox. Wilder things have happened in the gaming industry after all. So Xbox players, if you're watching this, don't worry, there could be a chance. Don't get too excited, but the fact that there's even discussions going on is great news, and there's so much money to be made from it. Let's just hope that they don't all get too power hungry and it doesn't come through. But anyway, Helldivers, thank you for watching today's update. Some good news to start off the week. I hope you've all had fantastic weeks. I'll be covering the patch tomorrow that comes through, so you guys will have that straight away as you wake up in the morning, or whatever time it is. But 10 a.m. UK time. Sometimes it can be 10:30, and there'll be a video straight on my channel with the full patch notes on the update. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy, as we're on the road to 250k, and I will catch you guys in my next Helldivers 2 update very soon. You're getting around about 1 to 2 uploads a day, but it really depends on what news comes out, so I'll catch you guys then.